Hey there everybody, and welcome back to more Dark Corners of the Earth. Last time, you may recall, well, Hoover wanted us to go back down into the depths of the refinery, and personally I think that's a really horrible, stupid idea, but I guess he's kind of got us by the balls right now due to Jack preferring death over the asylum, I guess? Hard to say, but well, as you can probably assume, the elevator's out of commission, and what we have to do instead is climb all the way down to the very bottom depths of the refinery.
The fuses are primed. You've got 20 minutes before this place blows. Move!
Thanks a lot, Hoover, you asshole. But, yeah, as you can imagine, climbing down this rope is actually fairly dangerous. I mean, you have to deal with your own insanity. Trip down is obviously a very long way, and due to the controls of the game, if you even partially look forward and then try to move down, you'll just dismount off the rope and fall down to your death. And did the Shaggoth explode down here? It's a bit hard to say. Upon reaching the bottom, though, we find a number of gold bars, and we also find a rather dangerous way to get down to the very bottom floor. You actually do want to be a bit careful. It's actually a fairly long way to fall, and you'll pretty much break your legs. But I will say this will be our final hurdle to finally get through the Marsh Refinery. No idea yet what could be waiting for us down here, but I assume that the Marshes wanted nobody down here except themselves.
It's a secret gold vault. This must be where the Marshes hoard their wealth.
And that's one prime reason. There is definitely going to be another, which we'll find out about soon enough. First, though, we need to figure out, well, which one of these doors is actually going to be working for us. As you can kind of assume from the mess down here, the Shaggoth, well, I guess somehow managed his way down here from underneath the broken elevator, and is probably seeking refuge.
The door mechanism is too heavily damaged.
That just leaves us one viable door over here at Gold Vault A. You do still want to be kind of careful. That corrosive acid on the floor from the Shaggoth still needs to be watched out for. But rather oddly, Jack asked for a gun, but I will say right now we're not actually going to get much use out of the pistol. There is our poor Shaggoth buddy. He's probably injured after that fall. Sadly, though, we cannot keep him as a pet, and instead we'll have to use these multiple gas mains here.
This pressure valve controls the flow of gas.
Yeah, we're going to have to use all four of these gas mains. Problem is, only one of them actually has a turning wheel. By using that one, we're able to get a tentacle out of the way so we can continue along. But yeah, what we are inevitably going to have to do is figure out a way to turn on all three of these other gas mains. Thankfully, though, this portion of the refinery is actually a lot more straightforward than the other parts. It just has, well, let's say one main area of contention that we'll be seeing in just a second. Also, I'd say if Jack was a greedier man, all this gold would probably be getting to him right now. But with that door open, we have a bit of a shortcut that we are going to be needing. Where we're going to actually want to go is down here on the same floor as the Shoggoth. Thankfully, though, that particular tentacle seems to be dead. We still don't want to touch it, though. Yeah, even in its hurt state, it still has plenty of whipping tentacles to deal with. And trust me when I say they hurt quite a bit. Especially those to the right. You never actually are very sure when they're just going to start slapping you. Thankfully, the one in the center here is a little bit more rhythmic in its pounding. But after getting past that odd little bit of jumping, we're actually going to get to a key item we're going to need for this area.
The body's cold. He must have been dead for some time. He won't need this anymore.
Yeah, as you can probably assume, the wrench is what we're going to be using in place of the wheel. I do apologize for the little bit of a cut there. Well, something that I'll be explaining when we get closer to where I want to explain it, but let's just say there is a rather easy and fairly stupid way to die down here, and, well, as you can probably guess from having watched my ventures through this area, there are no save points. So if you die, it's all the way back to the elevator, and you get to do this all over again, because that's just good game design. But yeah, due to the, well, broken gas valve and the tentacle in the center, we are pretty much forced to make that little jumping excursion, and I think at least one or two more times. But it's all for the best, because that means we can now turn on these gas valves with our wrench. And the thing that ended up biting me in the ass before in this area was that, well, once you turn on all four valves, the gas becomes so much in this area that, well, pretty much in about 5 seconds, Jack will just pretty much keel over dead. So what you pretty much want to do is make sure that the final gas valve you turn on is right next to the door, so you can quickly skate in there and close the door behind you. Yeah, that particular tentacle was not dead at all. It was just waiting for us to come back so it can snap at us like a jerk. Thankfully, it's just a matter of timing, much like the other tentacle. So with that, all we need to do is turn the final wheel, and that'll turn on all the gas. But now you're probably asking yourself, why are we turning on all this gas? What is it? Are we hoping to suffocate the monster that has more than likely no lungs? Well, not exactly. We have a better fate in store for our Shaggoth friend. You may remember that one particular door that we could try to open, but it seemed to be having some malfunction to it. But it also seemed to be shooting out sparks. Yes, with that, the Shaggoth is now completely dealt with. We have won the day. Definitely not something that would happen normally in a Lovecraft story, but, well, we needed to progress the story. Yeah, it was blocking off this door, which should hopefully lead us to this, well, rather mysterious door that, I guess, Jacob Marsh was holding a key for. That seems eerily familiar. Eerily familiar and rather unexpected. So, for those not in the know, this
Interesting.
rather large, tentacle-faced beast is Cthulhu, or however you wish to pronounce it. I won't hold it against you. He is a rather well-known god of evil in the Lovecraft world.
Can't pick it up. The gym's firmly locked to the pedestal.
I'll go over him a bit more in the thread itself, but I decided to speed this up since I had a bit of a brain fart. What we inevitably want to do is push this pedestal so that Cthulhu's laser will ricochet off the gem into the other gem above the far door. The main danger of this area, and pretty much Cthulhu's main ability in his slumber, is that he has the ability to drive people insane. And if you stay in this room too long, you will go insane and die.
At last, we found you.
It's nice of you fellas to show up.
What the hell is this place?
It's some sort of shrine. Probably used by the Marshes for private worship.
And the oversized gargoyle?
That's no gargoyle, Agent. That's Cthulhu.
Fellas, this chamber's about to be buried under 4 floors of brick and metal.
Okay, Walters, let's get out of here before this place blows.
with a mighty explosion, the Marsh Refinery is now taken care of. But, well, we only took care of one of the Marsh family. There's still Sebastian to take care of, and, well, he's apparently decided to hold himself up with some other Innsmouth citizens in the Order of Dagon building in town. Also, apparently he was trying to do some biological warfare with what I assume would cause the Innsmouth taint, and it's going to be up to us to take him down along with some local Coast Guard. I can only assume this is going to go well, but next time we're going to head back into Innsmouth, and we're going to take down the esoteric Order of Dagon. Hopefully you'll join me for that. See you next time.